So welcome back, guys. I've loaded up basically where we left off the last time. We had went through Imelda's flat, and we had ended up at the Conciergerie, I think it was, and we were going to investigate subjudice or subjudice or however it's pronounced in French. So this is where we left off the last time. You know, normally go to a dockside, right?
An old boyfriend of mine owned a barge once. Dampest relationship I ever had. In every way.
How many old boyfriends did you have, and what the hell did you get up to? Dampest relationship in every way. Oh dear.
This fence was a permanent fixture. This fence was...
Same again. Well, that looks suspicious. As does that.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before. It was embroidered on the lace cloth I'd picked up at Carchon's apartment. I knew I was on the right track.
I mean, this lace cloth?
The cloth was embroidered with an unusual symbol.
Yeah. Is this open?
I tried pushing the fence, but it wouldn't move. A strange pair of locks stopped the latches from releasing the gate.
Yeah, they do. Right, I'll come back to this, because this is clearly a puzzle. Is there anything up this way?
I wasn't leaving yet.
Alright.
I had a hunch there was more to find.
Fair enough. Right, let's look at these then, shall we? It's one of these things, isn't it? Right. I was always terrible at these things, so forgive me while I try and figure this out. Rid of that. I don't want to do that one. I always hated puzzles like this. It only goes in one way. Oh, right, okay. Move that. Move that. Move that. Am I just back to the start? This is exactly the way it started. It looks bloody similar. Okay. Right, so that's fine. I'll try and move that one. And that one. That's fine. Move it back across. No. Stop the other one. I can move that, I suppose. That doesn't really get me anywhere, does it? Oh, that gets that out of the way. Okay. Then if I move, no. Move up, move that along, move that down. So I'm definitely on the right track. Oh, ha 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 ha!
Yes.
Ah!
One down, one to go.
Damn, that was harder than it should have had to be. Right. That one's done. Unless it's got to go through here. I was ready to say that was really easy. So, move you. That does nothing. Okay, move that all the way up. Move that. Ah, ha, 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 ha. So it does have to go all the way along. Right. Oh, okay. So I need these other ways so I can move that. Move you back down. Oh, so I can lock behind it. Okay, I get that. Need to somehow get that out of the way, but all the way out of the way. Okay. Fucking that doesn't. Okay. So close. Let's restart. So, this is kind of how it was originally, right? Something like this. Okay. So, I think, yeah, that definitely needs to be to the right. And these aren't doing anything other than blocking that. It doesn't need to move back. These need to move, so you need to be out of the way. All of these need to move up. Why? I'm not quite sure. Oh, I can get us right out of the way. Right, okay. Sure. Oh, yeah, and then you can go back there. And we can get that right out of the way. Ha 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 ha. I think I have figured something out. Get that right out of the way. I've got it. Get that right out of the way and then ah!
Nothing like a good convent education for honing your lockpicking skills.
This isn't really lockpicking, but alright. Damn, that was harder than it should have been.
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy.
Yeah.
In more ways than
this
one.
is incredibly fishy. Right.
The skiff hadn't been touched for years. I've got an exercise bike just like that. Oops.
I think you're just wrecking people's shit.
It was an old shell case, probably from the 50s. I knew what I was talking about. I grew up watching war movies.
I know what I'm talking about. I saw it on TV.
An old shell case. I wondered what that was doing there.
Oh, not flashing again. In Carshon's safe, found a stone cylinder with symbols carved on the surface. Got an imprint and found it contained a coded message. Sub Judice SDSSDSS. South? Nah. Give me direction, I suppose. Sub Judice refers to a case that is under jurisdiction of a court. But what about the letters? Carshon was carrying a boat ticket marked, and here is where I butcher French, Bateau de la Conciergerie. The Conciergerie being the ancient law courts. The coded messages included the words sub judice. Yep, you just told us that. I should follow the clues exactly by going to the quayside of the Ile de la Cité, literally under the Conciergerie. Found a shell case underneath rotting skiff. Weird thing to find in a grotto. Visit many grottos, do you? Do we put it back?
Moving the skiff would only damage it more.
Yeah, because you were clearly bothered with damaging it as you shoved it onto the floor.
A rough hole was cut into the pillar. The words sinister and Dexter were carved on either side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right. But what did it mean here?
What in the hell did you do at convent? Well, it's either got to be the stone casing or this thing.
Mystery solved. Carchon's stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click.
Well, this will be what was on the bloody thing, wasn't it? SDSSDSS, so. Oh,
A
hello.
satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe.
S D.
Another click, another step closer.
S S, and then as everyone loves it, the DSS. Hope I'm right. I'm just going with the fact that S is on this side, D's on that side.
I love the sound of locks clicking open.
This woman is so weird. Well, get stone
I
cylinder back.
removed the stone cylinder.
Okay, this is literally just telling us what's what. I think this is just a memory thing, so I'm not going to continue reading these out. I'll just keep them up on the screen for a few minutes. You can have a wee pause and read them if you want to. Right. So.
Ut lex vel ut next sumito. To the law or unto death submit. I guess these people didn't believe in
This is definitely
liberté,
something.
égalité, or fraternity. Yes, I'll admit it. I was a swot at school. I also wore lipstick and the nuns never knew.
I don't know what this is, but this is definitely a thing. Look at it. It jumps out at you. If I want. Oh, hello.
The cross looked familiar. I'd seen it before.
Now, I don't remember these little flashing marks on things you can click on in the old game. I wonder if that's new.
Oh my god! The slab came down with a hell of a force.
Called it!
With nothing to hold it up. If I was going to get a closer look at the panel, I'd have to find a way of keeping the cross up.
Okay. So,
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious.
right, what have we got? That's pretty sturdy, right?
The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
Okay, what we got?
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers. This slot was designed for something specific. But what? A round slot precisely carved into the stonework.
Okay. I doubt it's going to be a bullet, but that's the only circular thing I've got left.
Shame. The shell case was too wide.
It's got this bloody thing then, isn't it?
I took the
Right. The only other circular thing I've got is this. So, don't shrug your shoulders at me. I mean, the most random things in the most random ways.
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Did I take the thing back?
I removed the shell case. The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism.
Something was holding it. Okay. Oh, what's this?
A hidden door. This was getting interesting. Shame the mechanism jammed. I was going to have to find a way to prise it open. The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
Okay. Nothing I can really use for.
The brass
priming it.
case was smooth and The gap was
Sure.
too narrow. I needed something flatter to work into it. The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
something I found in this game, nothing is ever not deliberate. The fact I can use the stone circle on this. No. Let that go. Here's the thing. You need something flat. Let's crush the thing with a hell of a force. That sounded good.
The stone slab had flattened one end of the shell case.
Now we can go through all this again and somehow use a shell casing to prise open a door. Let's see if this is it. God damn it. Can we still use this to hold? Oops. Yes? No? Oh. Apparently so. Also, we have like archaeologists for this shit. Has this really never been investigated before?
I removed the shell case.
Now, let's prise open a big stone door with a tiny little shell case. Also, did you see how long that damn shell case was?
Shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
Maybe I should take the stone thing again. Wait a minute. Let's try and take it and see if it shuts this. That would be a yes. Right, okay, so now we need to go through this palaver again. Right, so I actually need to leave the stone circle in there because that doesn't open otherwise. That's a shame. I've also learned never leave anything behind if you don't have to.
I removed the shell.
Yes, you did. Right, let's go. This looks perfectly modern.
Wow. Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
You just got to search for something in it. Light switch would be nice. Oh, hello. What are you?
It was an old circuit breaker, like something from a Frankenstein movie.
Pull the lever, Kronk!
Amazing! The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
Okay, so what's this?
The desks were covered with a layer of dust. No one had worked here for years. I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years.
Okay. Oh.
The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear.
It is? Okay.
Fascist regalia. A message of hate.
Right, okay, I'm glad she explained that. Because I was like, what does this mean? You never want to assume, do you?
The flags had faded.
Right, so that's the same thing. Yeah. You get it. Flags. Ooh.
It was a drawer. I wondered what was inside.
Thanks for pointing the obvious there.
Inside the drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code.
Is there? Oh, let's just break the drawer.
Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens?
Yeah. Have a thing to pick up, apparently.
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was very old, but there was no mistaking the guy in the foreground. Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village and a corpse. The photograph was cropped on the right-hand side. Somebody else in the picture obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was Africa in the 60s. An uprising was being brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself, Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not just powerful evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story. But there had to be more for me to discover.
Right.
The drawer had come out easily enough, but wouldn't fit back into place.
You didn't even try.
There was nothing else in the drawer. It was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk.
Well, that's me.
Oh my God. The sheet was a printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist size. They were right about chocolate. But come on, guys. I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big and organized. I was part of it. And people were getting murdered. The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone moldy. It wasn't more than a day old. This was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case, the killer had worn a costume, a penguin, and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only link between the 2 murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders, and I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Carchon?
If you proved they were just the opposite, you just found a photo of him with a corpse. Just saying, yo. Alright, so we found everything on the desk? Possibly. Okay. So, look at this.
The photograph with a background of...
That's what... Oh, hello. So is this just a guessing game then? Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna guess that's Pierre. So P is the thing. Yeah, that usually starts something with hello or hey there, how you doing? But this guy's name is Pierre, so there's a wee squiggle. P is that funny looking one there. R is the squiggle. Yep, that one. Okay. This has got to be report, so that's an O. Funny looking one to T. No, T. Report to something. Got maybe? G. But that can't be. We've already got O. Get? Not very good E as well. Got get. Okay. Yeah, that's got to be S, doesn't it? S. Yeah, okay. That's got to be an M, seems. There you go. That means that's got to be an N. It is not, I'm assuming. Here, something, report to something. That's good. I thought, got this. That's good. I'm going to get sensation. Funny triangle thing. Where are you? Looks like a dad. Okay, that's going to be urgent, so that would be gut. This is 2. Doesn't make sense. I think that's urgent, but so that's an A. That's got to be that. That can't be anything else. There we go. Pierre, something report to something. Technically, I think that's a U. Gut. This is 2. Urgent. Yeah, that's a W. That's definitely weight. I know, and someone, so that's a D. Mad. Please don't tell me that's an S. So that's a D. So if that's an S, that appeared anywhere. That can't be an S, we've already got F. F? Right. So Pierre, something, report to something. This is to. I'm just going to go for that. No, wait for a minute. That can't be urgent because we've already got a G. That's a good point. I know someone goth dead. This is not a coincidence. So that's got to be C's. Funny squirrel. Indeed, that. It seems that that's a U. It's got to be all of us. That's L's. So U is that one. L is that one. Pierre, field report to follow. Gut, this is too urgent. That one threw me. Properly. Gut, this is too urgent. Okay. That can't be urgent. That's just we've got G. I know when someone goth, there's no coincidence. it seems that all of us who came together, but we have G. Okay, that one confuses me. Because together, danger, urgent, that's definitely a G. Oh, okay. So I can make a mistake. Right. That's G. It's got to be a G, which means that that's a B. That's a K. Jamada? That could be a J. Jamada. Came together and that can't be a J. Okay. Maybe I'm just really, really wrong here. Yamada? Sure, let's try Yamada. July. So that would be July. Q. I've only got one left, so let's. Can't be Q. V. X.
I had decrypted the note.
Oh.
It read, here. Full report to follow. But this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care. X. I wasn't the only one to make the connection between the costume killer murders. I'd been right all along. That was why he had asked to meet me. But what did I know that he didn't? I had enough for a story. An amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Conscience to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Oh god, she's got an old clothes hanger. I haven't seen those in years.
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
What's wrong? Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Of course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
It's important.
It's suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
His corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found. You loved it. You begged me to write it up immediately.
2 hours is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's got to you, haven't they?
Listen up, Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends. Powerful friends. For your own sake.
Forget what happened.
You got it. End of conversation. Good night.
Ooh, intrigue.
This should have been my big break, but I knew there was nowhere else to sell this story. If Ronnie wouldn't print it, nobody would. Bonsoir, Collard.
Mademoiselle Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
We must?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about this.
You can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
People complain about newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard, could I trust him? Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
I'd only been in Paris for a week,
Aha!
but already I'd fallen in love with the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte. I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted.
Okay. Okay, for anyone that's not played this game before, where this guy comes in is where the original game starts.
As I picked myself up, I was really angry. 1 minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was gonna do. I was gonna find that clown and bring him to justice. Because justice matters. Justice is up there with liberty, and equality, and, fraternity. After all, that's why I studied law, wasn't it? Well, that and the money, of course.
So this is where the game proper would usually start. I'll leave it there, and we'll pick this back up on the next Let's Play, and we'll take it forward from where the main game would usually start. Thank you very much for watching, and again, leave any comments you feel are useful. Thank you.